I film all things books around here. Happy month of May, everybody, and I know you probably think this video is going to be a April wrap-up. Yes, April wrap-up. But it's not, actually. I have a very fun video planned today. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so in order to show off and take appreciation to everybody's mental health, I'm going to be showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 books that you and your mental health would be so much better off if you didn't read. Or mine. If mine would be so much better if I never bought these again. Obviously this is just a joke. But this is going to be 8 books that I would not rebuy, not reread, and not repurchase if even if they were like given to me for free, I would no. So basically 8 books I don't recommend. Before we get started, if you want to see any more book videos, I have a few planned before the start of June. Make sure you get subscribe to me, and follow my Instagram and my TikTok for little skits and book videos. Let's get right into the video.
Had it just like that, had it right on track, and I keep finding never had thoughts that control me until something bad left me so lonely and I want it back.
Okay, so he's so smart. Okay, oh wait, okay, yay, so 8 books I'd never read again. Oh my god, I think you're gonna actually hate me. I think a few people are actually going to come at me for this, but I don't care. Please remember, this is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. Let's get started. So, the first book that I would not reread or repurchase, even if it was given to me for free, is Radio Silence. I have never seen anybody talk about this book, so I can't tell you if that's a good or a bad thing, but I have the entire series of this book thing, this series, I guess. I have the whole thing, except the last Nick and Charlie one. But I would not reread this ever. Never. I read this, I can't even begin to think. I think I was 15 when I read this. I actually had to physically make myself read this because I don't like DNFing books, and I never liked DNFing books. Even when I was 15, I didn't like it because I felt like I was wasting money if I didn't read the book fully. But yeah, it's just not a 5-star read. It's not even a 2-star read. It's literally you have to give it 1 star because you can't give it none. It's basically, as far as I can remember, I haven't read this in ages, but as far as I can remember, she has a crush on this guy, and then she finds out that the guy is bisexual and he kisses his best friend, and they're then gay for each other, and she's just left on the sidelines. And that's not why I hate it, by the way. I just don't like the storyline. I found it really hard to read because I had to make myself read it. I found the descriptions were kind of bad, and I can't say her name. Is it Osman? I think Alice Osman has better books, much better books. Solitaire was fire. I loved Solitaire, so definitely, instead of reading this, read Solitaire. The next one actually breaks my heart because the girl who wrote this book wrote my favorite book, and it breaks my heart because I love her writing. I really love her writing, but this is obviously way before something, or I don't even know when these were made, but a very long time ago, I hope. It's Perfect Cover by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I love this girl's writing. I love it so much. I love all the naturals. I love all the inheritance games. I'm getting the spin-off of the inheritance game soon, hopefully. I'll read the blurb and see if I like it. But this one, no. 300 and something pages. Not even 300 pages. 300 pages of just slow. Like, oh, we're like cute cheerleader spies. Okay, do something. They're like, I have spoken about this, I think, in my last reading wrap up. I'm not sure. But it was so painfully slow and annoying. Because what do you mean that you're just going to be like, oh, I'm a cheerleader spy, and we're going to a meeting, and we're going to talk at the meeting, and the chapters are really long, and the meetings are like really long, and then we're going to go do a mission, and the mission is shit. The mission is literally you have to go steal something, and it works out perfectly, and there's no like plot twist or anything. Like there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing in this really, that would keep you reading it. Like no, this isn't like hate to Jennifer. I love your writing. I love it, but this is just not it. This is like different. This is not you. And the fact that this has a part 2, it literally has a second book, is even painfuler to me. Because no. Okay, anyway, next, before I actually get like so mad about that, I also talked about this in another one of my reading wrap-ups. I think it was January, February. Rewind. This book was the weird book, probably the weirdest love story I've ever read in my entire life. It's the one where she can get, she can rewind time basically to fix a mistake or fix a period in time she didn't agree with. But it was a fine book. It was like 2 stars, but I wouldn't repurchase this purely because there was moments, like a few small chapters where you wanted to read it, but that was it. It was like 2 or 3 at most. It's not really grabbing your attention, if you know what I mean. It's just like I'm reading this just to see what it's like kind of thing. If you have no expectations for it, then you can go ahead and read it, but I would give it a 2 stars. I think I gave it 3 on Goodreads because the cover is gorgeous. Like the cover is so cute, but I didn't like the story. So, anyways, next one. I might actually get hate for this. No, I'm not even. I won't get hate. No one's even gonna see this. Mile High. I'm not even going to begin to explain what this is about because you don't really need to know. You can probably guess based on the cover. Let's just say this is YA, and you can tell. This is not YA, and you can tell. It's like low-key kind of weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like how much. I'm pretty sure it kind of. No, I'm not even going to describe what this is about. It's just not good. I got tired of it like halfway through. I was like, just fucking do something other than that. Gorgeous cover though, and the rest of the covers are also gorgeous. I was actually thinking of just buying the rest of the series just to have it on my shelf in the future to say I have it, but I don't know because like I want to try the second one about her best friend, but because this one was kind of meh, I'm not really that sure. But without going into too much detail, flight attendant and hockey player. Yes, flight attendant, hockey player. She's like the flight attendant for his private jet, I'm pretty sure. And he sees her, and she's not like a skinny goddess. I'm pretty sure it kind of goes into like her body weight and how she's like insecure about her weight and stuff. And he kind of like comforts her, you know what I mean? But it just kind of gets weird where it's kind of like Icebreaker, you know what I mean? If you know what I mean? It's like Icebreaker, but if it was flight attendant instead of ice skater. like, yeah, this is kind of like what I was talking about. You can't see that. But yeah, no, 2 stars. Next one. Yes, I'm aware of the Powerless drama. But taking them as 2 different series, and this as its own book, no. I don't know how you are supposed to be able to switch narratives throughout a book and make it work, and actually publish it. But that didn't actually happen because it didn't work. But she did publish it. So this is basically the last book of the Powerless trilogy series thing. Where at the end of Fearless, Peyton, spoiler, Peyton and Kai have a kid, and they name it Kit after Kai's brother. I'm pretty sure Kit dies, I can't even remember anymore. And they name the girl Kit, and this book is from her perspective in the future. Yeah, it's like really odd because it's like, how? So they named their kid after Kit, but her name is Mara, I'm pretty sure. And basically it's from her perspective most of the time, and she goes to like reinvestigate Kit's death. But also throughout this book, so it's gorgeously, like, the thing is, the cover's gorgeous, like, the cover's fucking gorgeous, and the art is fucking gorgeous. However, it's in different perspectives. Like, the literal first chapter is from her perspective, then the second chapter is Kit's perspective from, like, way back there, and then before he was dead, fucking dead, and then the next stupid chapter is Kit again, and then you keep, like, the chapters are in perspective, they're names. Look, they're named, but they're not in, oh my god! They're like, they switch perspectives so much. Like, oh my god, yeah, here it is. So basically, Mara's perspective is third person, and Kit's is first person. But Kit is dead in Mara's world, and the Kit perspective is what Kit went through in his perspective in Fearless. And then Mara's perspective is Mara's life right now, but Mara's investigating Kit's death. So I don't know why they decided to put Kit in the fucking book if he's dead. Next. I can't do this. Right. I have calmed down. Next book. This series trilogy got a lot of reviews around 2024. So I bought it during that time. I was 16, by the way, and I read it. So this is book 2, the middle one of 3. This is Terms and Conditions. Beautiful cover, by the way. Look at this. Look at the back. It's based off the, I can't remember what their last names are. But there's 3 brothers, and this one is Declan. I can't remember if he's the oldest. I think he is. I think he's the oldest. But basically, he has to have a wife in order to inherit stuff. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. But all I do remember is that, yeah, I was right. He has to, his grandfather's dying wish was for him to get married, to inherit the stuff. But the reason I don't like this book is because there was no story. There was no real plot line. The plot was that he falls in love with the woman, and that, like, happened in the middle of the book, so there was no, like, real plot line. It was giving Grumpy X Sunshine if they were both, like, low-key grumpy. You know? 2 out of 5 read. You can read if you want to. You're probably wasting your time. It's not really the best book to read if you have nothing else to do. I would rather like stare at paint drying instead of reading this again. I think the last one is probably the best one, or the first one out of all 3 of them, but like not by much, to be fair. I wasn't gonna put the whole series in here, so I just picked the worst one. But yeah, Woman of Color though, 10 out of 10 for that. She fully included a woman of color, and the descriptions were about her. I'm pretty sure were okay. I can't actually remember how they. Never mind. Okay, next one. This has probably been recommended to me so many times. You should read this, you should read this, you should read this. So for Christmas I asked for it and I got it. And I don't know how people stick this book. I couldn't. How do y'all do this? But this is none other than Love and fucking Gelato ice cream. So, Love and Gelato is set in Italy, no surprise. And it's basically girl's mother dies, and her dying wish is for her to meet her father, who wasn't in her life, and she doesn't know why, and she wants to figure out why. So she goes to Italy and she spends the time with her father and his girlfriend or something, a woman, and she's Italian and she's sallow and she has olive skin and she's like all this kind of stuff, and she meets this boy that's in her class playing football when she's out for a run, and he's like, oh my god, you are American, and she's like, yeah, I'm American, and he's like, oh my god, I'm Italian, let's like be friends, and like, what do you want, mate? Like, it's so empty, you know? I've actually never DNF'd a book as fast as I did this, because there was literally nothing happening. Like, I would be reading this, and then I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, we're still here. Oh, we're getting anxious over something that doesn't even exist. Oh. And I was giving it a chance, okay, because she got to a part where her father's assistant, the tall Giselle-looking woman, gave her mother's diary, and I was like, finally, we get the tea. And she was like, I don't think I'm gonna read this yet. I need to leave it here. And I was like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Like, what the fuck do you mean you're not gonna read it? Like, what the hell? And I put it down. I couldn't do it. The last book on the list. The only duplicate of any authors that I have in this stack, actually, it's another Lauren Asher book. Wouldn't reread if you paid me. Not if you paid me like €1,000,000. I would not read this. Now, of course, you can like these books. Like, I'm not going to criticize you if you like these books. They are just not my vibe. And I did not like this at all. I started reading this the literal start of TY, which means I was 15, 16 when I read this. No. Absolutamente not. You get the description of Julian. Julian and Dahlia are the two main characters. They're frenemies, they're family frenemies. And it's really weird. You get the description of Julian, and it's dark hair, really rich suit, like Ferrari, like a sports car. Like, he's so rich he can afford anything accept manners, which like isn't even surprising anymore, because when people are writing obnoxious rich men, they're like, let's take away all his manners and self-respect. I mean, like, fair enough, I guess. I don't know what I was supposed to find in this. I don't know what I was supposed to feel when I read this. This is like an attempt at enemies to lovers, but I don't think it worked out that well. It was kind of like, we absolutely hate each other and there's not a chance you could pay me to talk to this man. And she's like this the entire story, and then in like fucking here, she changes her mind. Like, sorry girl, if I hate a man, I'm gonna hate him for life. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Anyways, so to wrap this up, these are the 8 books that I would never read again, even if you paid me. I hope you enjoyed my recommendations on what not to read, and in order to like combat this, I'm going to do 8 books that I definitely would reread. So make sure you check that out as well and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.